Hello, welcome to another pickups video here on the GnarlyStreamzzzz Gaming YouTube channel. We have some heavy hitters to cover today. I'm pretty excited to add some of these games to my collection, and we're going to be looking at some pretty awesome stuff. And I guess I want to kick it off with Parasite Eve, and this is part 1 on the PS1. This game I've had part 2 of for a long time now, but I didn't want to get the series started in earnest until I had this. And I got it for a really good price. It's absolutely complete, which is good because you know that these two, or actually this is a 3-disc. These 3-disc games are a little bit hard to come across complete because there's very many moving parts here. And if I can open this, I'll show you that. Well, funny enough, when I bought my used PS1 up here, it came with a copy of Formula 1 1999. So this is kind of the game that just travels from case to case since it didn't come with one. And it's currently hanging out in here because I'm currently playing Parasite Eve 1 as we speak. So it has the manual in here, which is nice. It's in pretty good condition. And for those of you not familiar with Parasite Eve, it's a franchise that, to my knowledge, only got 2 entries. And this very first one, it plays more like an RPG, like a turn-based RPG with some, like the actual battles are random encounters, but you have an attack meter that you have to wait, while it charges. But while you're doing that, you can actively move throughout the battle arena against the enemies, and you can manually dodge the attacks because it's akin to a bullet hell, I guess. At times when you're fighting multiple enemies, you're in a cramped arena and you can navigate around their attacks while your attack gauge fills up. And that's really neat. I think the game was kind of ahead of its time. I'm sure other games kind of implemented a similar battle system, but this was one of the first. And to further elaborate on what this game is like, it's like a Resident Evil mixed with some sort of Final Fantasy. And this is actually by Squaresoft, as many of you would recognize, a very prominent name in the industry. And so it's got this survival horror vibe with amazing cinematics. This is why this game is a must-have for any video game enthusiast. If you see this game, you got to pick it up. A game like this would not be received well nowadays. And if you know why I'm saying that. But anyways, it's a fantastic game. This copy came with this collector's CD, Volume 1, which has like some FMV movies, short demos of Bushido Blade. Actually, no, the Xenogears. It has a Xenogears playable demo with a movie for Bushido Blade 2. Musashi is a movie, and a movie for Final Fantasy VIII, which hadn't come out at the time. And here's disc 2, because as you know, games back in the day wouldn't all fit on a single disc, so you would have to swap them during the actual game progression. So yeah, those are kind of my first impressions of the game. I have only put in about just shy of 4 hours into the game, and it's not a very long one, but I want to keep playing it. I just haven't had the chance to fully immerse myself in it. But it's super cheesy, super awesome, gory, very unique game. I highly recommend Parasite Eve. Part 2 actually takes more of a survival horror through and through. That's what I've heard, at least, that game is heavily more Resident Evil-like than this one, which is more of an RPG with those horror elements that I discussed. So yeah, it's a great game. I'll be adding that and hopefully beating it to my games beaten in 2021 list. And let's see where we can go next. Let's let's go old school here. Let's go just completely old school. And actually, I got 3 NES games that I want to go over. And my boy Roy hooked it up with these dust covers for the original dust covers for these games. First up, we got Jackal. I think this is a run and gun game. I hope it doesn't use the light gun at any point because I do not have an original NES or light gun, the Zapper. I don't have those yet. I've been enjoying these retro video games mainly on my Retron 5 Beach Edition. So Jackal, I think, is supposed to be a decent game, and it's in really nice condition here. So I'm building up a small library of NES games. And thus, I have a couple more. Oh man, this is an all-time classic. A very notorious game. And NES enthusiasts would know exactly what it is just based on that little bit. But yeah, we got The Adventures of Bayou Billy. That's right, this game is hot garbage from what I've heard. If there's 2 game types. There's game A and B. A lot of NES games have that option, and I would only be able to play game B, game type B, I believe, because this game does require the light gun in the 2nd level or so. In order to play the game, you need the zapper for game mode A, at least. This game is just supposed to be relentlessly hard. I don't think very many people in the history of Earth have actually played through the entirety of this game. But yeah, Bayou Billy. Check that out. Look at the cover art there. That's amazing. Good stuff. Very happy to add this piece of garbage to my collection, as it is notoriously bad. And another game that I have here, and I've noticed, I think this is the proper way of inserting them into the dust covers, not this way. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, here's Mock Rider on the NES. Man, I had high hopes for this game. Like, I'll be able to record some footage of just me blazing down a road, killing dudes, and putting some synthwave soundtrack in the background for some sort of video. But man, I can't even go 5 seconds in this game without getting crushed. It's so hard. This game is so hard. And there's no real like free ride mode. I think there's some sort of zero enemy mode, but at the same time you need to meet these parameters in order to continue playing the game. So I just get game overs all the time. I need to backtrack a bit here with Bayou Billy. This is supposed to be some sort of weird beat-em-up game, by the way. I want to include the genres of the games that I'm covering. So this is some sort of beat-em-up, and this is one of those old-school racing games where you're just like your motorcycle's in the middle of the road, and the road has all these winding curves and stuff, and that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's difficult. This game is very hard, but it's got a cool soundtrack, and I'm happy to add it. Moving on, let's do a limited run game, actually, and this one's going to be quite surprising. I got Spankys Quest for the Game Boy. That's right. I just looked at the title of this game and I was like, I need to have that. And it has a monkey, so just buying a Game Boy game in 2021 is such a weird thing that I was all on board for that. So here we have it, Spankys Quest. It's supposed to be a platformer of sorts. I still have this sealed. I might open it soon, actually, to check it out. I think I had every intention of doing that on camera, but I know I'm going to butcher this. And I currently don't have a box cutter or X-Acto knife. But yeah, Spankys Quest. Wicked Witch turns fruits into monsters. Moboland population famished. So, of course, along with this limited run game, I must pull out the Rolodex because we have a card to add. And it's a very nice one that I've already added or put a dust cover on, or card protector. And we have the Spankys Quest card, which are 2 fruit playing volleyball, and there's a crab down there. Cool card. So it will be going into the Rolodex. Maybe one day I'll make a video about all my limited run cards. That would be super interesting. Yeah, Spankys Quest. The cartridge is blue. It matches the rest of the box. See if we can get a decent shot here. We got the limited run branding all over it so that you know that this is something released recently. Has it down the side here. It's very nice. I like it. This is exactly what Game Boy games released like back in the day. Shall we move on to some Switch games? Yes, let's do that. Picked up Miitopia for the Switch. I do have this game on the Nintendo 3DS. I played it very briefly there, but this is a very me-centered game, as you can tell by the title. Miitopia. It's an RPG that involves your Miis. So I think that's kind of neat. It's supposed to be a decent game. Now I want you guys to stop what you're doing this very second. And in the comments, I want to get some suggestions on Miis that I should incorporate into this game. Whether it be you, celebrity, your next door neighbor, what have you. Tell me what Miis you want me to create in this game, and I'll do it, and I'll stream it. So it can be like a nice little interactive experience for all of us. Doesn't that sound super exciting? Miitopia, I'm looking forward to getting into it. What else do we have here? Yes, another limited run release here. This is Castlevania, the anniversary collection from Limited Run. And what do we have here? Quite a few games, actually. We have... Wow. Jeez. I don't know. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different games on a single cartridge, immortalized in physical format. I'm all about that. Before we even try and figure out which games are included in this package, we have the card from Limited Run, which is basically just the cover art there. That's cool. I like that. So let's add it to our Rolodex. And those are all the cards for our Rolodex today. So we got Castlevania 1, it looks like. We got Super Castlevania 4, which is an amazing game. Then we have Castlevania 2, Belmont's Revenge. Then we got, what is that? Hold on. Is that Castlevania? I don't know. I don't even know. It says Castlevania Simon's Quest. Is that part 3? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong there. But Castlevania Bloodlines, another good one. I believe this one came out for something. Oh, there we go. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. So this is part 3. I think Simon's Quest was a Game Boy thing. And then we got Kid Dracula also here. And then the Castlevania Adventure. I don't think I've heard of some of these titles before. But yeah, a nice little compilation of games here. I do have access to most of these in one way or another, so I think this guy might remain sealed. But I might just open it to look at the manual and to play Kid Dracula. Actually, I heard that one is very different from all the other Castlevania games included on here. So it kind of piques my interest. I might check that out. Oh, and then it was my birthday recently, so I decided to, for some reason, binge on the Shin Megami Tensei series from Atlus. These are supposed to be very classic JRPGs of sorts, and right here we have the heavily anticipated Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. This is the HD remaster. I'm unsure which platform this originally came out on. I believe it was the PlayStation 1. But correct me if I'm wrong. I have part 3 here. You know, these Atlus games are always sought after. I'm not sure if they recognize that yet, and now their printing runs are a little bit more extensive because all these old school Atlus games, at least, are scarce. And as a result, they're very expensive. But here we have the remake of Shin Megami Tensei 3, which is the, I guess, the Persona games fall underneath the umbrella of Shin Megami Tensei games. So that's cool. I got this one as a special order from my boy Roy. Thanks a lot for that. I appreciate you. And in that vein, I also got Shin Megami Tensei 5. So these are the two Shin Megami Tensei Switch releases that everyone was very excited over, and I believe this version, it's the Steelbook version, and I think all initial printing runs of this game are actually just going to be the Steelbook version. There is no retail version, you know, normal like a plastic case, to my knowledge, yet, until all of these are sold out, and then they'll start just printing them normally. But it's a very nice steelbook. The art looks super sick. What do we got here? We got like an
Egyptian lady. You got a dog Bert of sorts. You got a little imp. The main protagonist, this chick with the blue hair. A fallen angel of sorts. A devil.
It looks really cool. Very cool. Oh, check out the inside. You got a metallic sheen on the protagonist's blue hair. I'm not sure if you can see that, and that's her in normal form. And then we have an interesting one, which is Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, the Super Edition. And this says right here that it is the full game plus 4 DLC packs. So that's what got me. That's what got me. And if I would have been a little bit more observant, and this would have aided my purchase even more when I was in the store, but it has Chun-Li and Ryu from Street Fighter. You can't really recognize them in their Power Ranger attire here, but yeah, this game includes them. And of course the 4 DLC packs. This is a fighting game, one of those like team-based fighting games. So you choose 3 characters and you can swap them in and out during the battle at any point. And you have your Megazord assist robots in the back too, that once you fill up a meter, you can call in for their assistance during battle. And it's actually a decent game. It really is. The one thing that kind of peeved me about this game was that it is one of those infamous season pass games. So here I was thinking that I was purchasing all of the content possible for the game, that they had stopped supporting it. But no, to my surprise, this thing has ongoing seasons and battle passes and such that you can still purchase to unlock skins and other characters. So what did I do? I purchased one of the season passes so that I could acquire a playable character, which is this ninja. His name is like Adam Ninja or something like that. A skin for this weird amphibious dog character, and then 2 characters that haven't even come out yet. They come out like next month, but I paid for them anyways. But yeah, it's one of those. Hopefully they stop releasing so much content because I'm just going to gobble it up. And again, it's a decent game. It really is. So we'll see how it goes. I've been somewhat on a Power Ranger kick. And since we're talking about fighting games, I want to bring out one of the heavy hitters that I was referring to. We have Tatsunoku vs. Capcom Ultimate AllStars. This game is sought after on the Wii. It's another tag team fighting game, and it looks really, really cool. It's hard to come across, and I treated myself on my birthday to this game. Of course, it is in great shape. It has the manual and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this out. Whenever I recoup my Wii from my hometown, you can bet your bottom dollar this is going to be one of the first games I test out. It looks awesome. Let me know if you've played this game. How is it? Does it suck? I hope not. Another Wii game that I've been looking for a while, actually. The Conduit II. I have part 1. And I remember when, the Wii came out and everyone was saying how... I don't know what everyone was saying, but everyone else was saying that part 1 of the Conduit is going to be this graphical powerhouse that's really going to showcase the Wii's capabilities. And then that happened, and then part 2 came out, and it was going to be more of the same, but it's a first-person shooter. It only got 2 releases in the franchise, and I've been looking for part 2 for a while. Apparently it's not too common either. This is one of those games that actually used... it was an online game, right? You could use the Wi-Fi compatible game modes and speak to your friends apparently with this headset. That was revolutionary for the Wii's time, because I know that it had that weird microphone for Animal Crossing City Folk or something like that, and that was a mess. But this was a legit headset that you could use to play with all your friends online and enjoy some point and shoot goodness with the Wiimote on the Wii. Happy to have this. It's supposed to have a decent campaign mode. And that's obviously what I'm going to be focusing on. Bam! Another spicy pickup here. We got Pandoras Tower on Wii. I've heard nothing but good things about this game. And at the same time, I have no idea what it's about. Is it some sort of survival horror game? I'm not sure, but I heard it's excellent. Yeah, just look at it. You don't come across these very often either. The store that I went to actually had 3 in stock. So, I don't know how they got a hold of all that. But yeah, color manuals, check it out. Got some cool artwork here. I'm excited to play this one as well. So Pandora's Tower, nice and complete on the Wii. So yeah, that's a peculiar sight on the channel. We got 3 Wii pickups back to back. We're wrapping things up here, so let's speak real quick on this pickup. I got the Game & Watch The Legend of Zelda edition to complement the one that came out last year, which was the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch. These are just fun little novelties to add to your collection. You're not going to be playing them for hours or anything. They're, tiny screens, but high quality stuff here by Nintendo. Wanted to pick it up before it became too scarce in stores. I know there's still bunches of these available, at least in my area, but God knows what might happen with Legend of Zelda. All those freaks out there will buy these up real quick, and I won't get a chance to purchase one myself. But yeah, very nice fanfare that Nintendo has put into these little consoles here. It comes in like this, and what a Game & Watch would originally come in, right? But it has this this clear slip cover, which adds some details there, and that's really cool. A nice little touch that they did add here on the Legend of Zelda edition. As you can see, you know, got the whole green color scheme, an extra couple buttons actually, the pause and select and start. I guess you might need that for some of the games, but check it out. If you power it on, there's a Triforce that lights up in the back. That is not there when you turn it off. So that's cool. Nice little touch there. And yeah, this one actually includes more games than the Super Mario edition. This one has The Legend of Zelda, Zelda II, The Adventure of Link, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, the Game Boy version, Vermin, which is just like a Game & Watch game, but with a Zelda skin thrown on top, which is cool. It has a playtime clock and a playtime timer. Now, I was unaware of that. So you can, I don't know, time stuff. Not really sure what that's all about. But yeah, cool little piece to add here. And now let's wrap the video up with some PlayStation 4 pickups. I had to get Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. This is a Super Smash clone with Nickelodeon characters in it. Now, I'm almost positive that the developer here is going to add DLC because there are some very prominent Nickelodeon characters from that universe that are not included on here. And I have some special requests, such as the Angry Beavers. Come on. Norbert and Daggett, they need to add those guys on here. Doug, where's Doug? Just Arnold from Hey Arnold. Instead they have Helga Pataki. I can't think of very many right now. But yeah, just like the character selection is kind of weird. They don't have all 4 Ninja Turtles, just 2 of them and the chick. I'm not a TMNT fan by any stretch of the imagination, but come on, like, put them all in here. Then we have some faces that are just after my time. I have no idea who some of these characters are. At least they have Invader Zim, but one of the biggest criticisms of this Smash clone is the absence of voice acting. And yeah, it makes the game feel a little bit hollow, a little bit soulless, but from what I've played, honestly, I've enjoyed my experience. I played a few online matches, and I think that community is dwindling. The player count is dropping day by day. The game released in a state which needed some extra flair, I think, and that's the main criticism, that the whole absence of the voice acting and the underrepresented Nickelodeon universe in this game is what's driving a lot of people away from it. But if you want my honest opinion on All-Star Brawl, I'd say that it's a fun game if you want to just pop it in and play with a group of friends. If you don't want to play Super Smash, but you want to play Super Smash, this alternative right here, I think it's fine. It's fine. It's not crazy or anything. Shout out to Reptar, though. Reptar is awesome. That would be my main character. Let me know what you think. Have you purchased that game? Do you have it on the Switch? Destroy All Humans. This was the re-release of Part 1 with some quality of life upgrades offered on the PlayStation 4. As you can see, I got it for $29.96 at Walmart. So that's cool. Nice little piece here to add to my collection. Yeah, I never really played the original, but I heard it's dumb fun. And at some point, I'll tear off the cellophane and give it a go. an essential game that I wanted to add to my collection for quite some time. I do have the trilogy, right? But here is part 4, Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. This game is supposed to be really hard though, just like the original trilogy was, but I'm a fan of these mascot platformers, and here is part 4. The visuals are supposed to be really nice, and yeah, it looks cool. I want to play this on stream perhaps, and get frustrated with the amount of times that I die. Oh man, you guys know about Spin Tires game Mud Runner American Wilds by Focus Home Interactive. Great studio, right? You guys know the Surge series, part 1 and 2. Part 2 being the better one. If you're into Souls-like games, I highly recommend checking out the Surge 2 by these guys. Focus Home Interactive. They release some other games as well that are supposed to be pretty decent. And here we have a simulation type game in which you're a truck driver and you're navigating boggy terrain and trying not to get stuck in the mud and completing various objectives in your truck or 4x4 vehicle, going up muddy slopes, traversing through swampy swamps, and it's a grand old time. I actually streamed this game and it was pretty funny. But if you're into this sort of game, I do recommend this. This is actually fun. This is a nice deviation from other games that you might be playing. But yeah, it's good quality stuff that we're looking at here. Yeah, check it out. Mud Runner. And you know I said I was going to get it. Here's Moonlighter by Merge Games. Not much to say about this game besides, yay, I finally have it. I was supporting this publisher because they're publishing cool stuff. And here's this retro bit styled game in which you're some sort of shop merchant, and during the day and at night you go into the dungeons and you kill monsters to fund your shop. Something like that. But it's supposed to be cool. It's gotten high praises all over the interwebs, so I can't wait to check it out. Moonlighter. Alright, we're almost done here. The serial killer pickup of the day. We got Rocket League on PS4, the physical edition. You might be asking, you know this game is free to play, or it was free to play at some point, and it's, you know, available digitally for the past like 7 years or so. Well, you know me, your buddy Seabass here, a game collector. Just a savage game collector here. This Rocket League, I'm a big fan of Rocket League. It's one of those multiplayer games that I do come back to every now and then. And it's provided me so much joy and memories with my friends and family that I've played with online. And this game is super awesome. You know, if you've been living under a rock for the past decade or so, it's soccer with cars. Jetpack flying cars, basically. And it's tons of fun. I wanted to, you know, I'm on the quest of getting all my digital games available physically. This one is unfortunately open, but I'd be surprised if it was sealed. I think the sealed physical copies are selling for lots and lots of money. And even if they're not sealed, I think they're expensive. But I think I came across a store that was just selling it for $20, and I was like, sure, sign me up. I've been wanting the physical version for a long time now. So here it is, to join the ranks of other games such as Gang Beasts, and I can't think of any others that I had digitally, but now I have physically. So that's cool. That's a nice little gem to add to my collection. Last but certainly not least, I have a PS5 game. Actually, this isn't exclusive to the PS5, but it is the enhanced version of it. This is Terminator Resistance Enhanced for the PS5. I've heard really good things about this game, surprisingly, even though it is a licensed game. First-person shooter set in the future when all the Terminators are going buck wild and you're one of the survivors, you're part of the resistance and you're trying to do stuff. And it has some RPG elements to this game and some romance options or something like that. So if you're into that sort of thing, this is supposed to be a hidden gem. And I got it from Limited Run Games. Unfortunately, it did not have a little collectible card to go with. But anything that might involve Arnold Schwarzenegger and just the Terminator franchise in general, I'm all about that. And here it is on PS5. Once I complete some games that I'm trying to get off my now playing list, this is going to join the rotation for sure. Because I've heard that it's good and I'm excited to try it out. So there we have it. Another 20-ish or so game pickups and gaming paraphernalia. Let me know which one might have been your favorite. Also, let me know about Miitopia and which real-life characters you might want to include in a stream. I will 100% accommodate those requests, and I'll put them on my channel. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Thanks for watching. Okay, bye.